talk through Canvas and Skyward grade syncing best practices. First, you want to make sure that you sync frequently and verify that your two gradebooks match. I check my gradebooks every Friday and after any major summative grade entry. Minimally check once a week. You don't want to wait till the end of the semester and realize that you have several different errors that could have been corrected sooner. Auto nightly sync is great, but it doesn't verify these totals. So make sure that you're checking and syncing frequently. And if you receive an error, start at the error and go from there. Grade categories are really important, and make sure that your formative, summative, and final exam categories are spelled correctly, that they have the correct weights and those weights match to Skyward, and make sure that if you have any extra categories like imported assignments, that you don't have grades trying to sync to those categories. They won't sync over unless they're in those three main categories. When it comes to grade weights, again, make sure those grade percentages match to Skyward. If you have any questions or would like additional support, you can always look at the Canvas support resources on how to make sure that those grade weights are matching. And then this year, if you are not administering a final exam, that is okay. Please don't change any of those categories, as Skyward will still have those same categories. Your grades will still calculate accurately based on the grades that are inputted. Any unsynced assignment can cause an error in your gradebook. So when in doubt, go to assignments and check to make sure that all of your buttons are green, meaning they are checked synced to Skyward. Also, if you have a no count assignment, make sure that you don't have points calculating in Canvas. So you want to make sure that you have the button checked so that you don't sync those assignments to Skyward. But I also recommend changing the display grade as. Instead of selecting points, make it complete and incomplete or not graded. That way you can ensure that your grade points and values match. When it comes to new quizzes, pay special attention to new quizzes. Note that new quizzes do have some errors when it comes to grade syncing and calculating because this feature is still in beta in Canvas. So if you notice an error, my first suggestion is to remaster your grades. Also, just make sure that you are diligent in checking if you know you're using a new quiz and those quizzes have moderated questions or questions that you have to score by hand. Other Skyward issues is when you have a multiple due date for an assignment, sometimes those assignments aren't passing over to Skyward accurately. So the iCoaches recommend that you only use one due date, although you can have multiple windows of availability for your students. If you change your mind about a formative or summative assignment, note that you do have to manually change those categories in Skyward. Once something has been synced to Skyward, if it's formative, it'll stay formative even if you change that category in Canvas. Other issues, don't assign an assignment for only one or a small group of students. You want to make sure that you assign an assignment to an entire section or to your entire course. Also, Skyward doesn't like assignments with duplicate names, so make sure that your names are distinct for all assignments. When all else fails, clear your cache and your search history. Always remaster your course when you notice grade errors, and if you still need help, don't hesitate to make an appointment. Keep working hard and checking those gradebooks.